again because my internet is like my uploading. I don't know what the problem was with it. Wasn't working, so here we go again. So how's everybody doing? Okay. What I had my last live, what I talked about was two things that I learned from my coach that the internet never taught me. The first thing I learned was I didn't need permission to be healthy because prior, of course, to going on a whole food plant-based diet, I ate meat, eggs, dairy, seafood. I ate processed food, fat. I didn't eat too much. I didn't like fast food for some reason. Like, certain fat. I hated Mickey D's and all of them. But I ate fast food, but not those. So I was eating all the things that most of, that's on the American Standard Diet. I was eating that. And the people around me, my friends, my family, my coworkers, they gave me permission to be unhealthy, to eat that. As long as I ate that, I was in. I was good. So, and, but they gave me permission to be unhealthy, but no one gave me permission to be healthy, you know. And so when I started on my whole food plant based journey, I came up with a lot of, it was challenging because those people who I love and care for, when I told them, told them about my lifestyle, they like, oh, they didn't eat that way, so they questioned, oh, you know, how people feel about vegan and all of that. So a lot of people wasn't for it, and I found that when I changed my lifestyle and I changed my diet, uh, people kind of started shying away from me, or I felt a little kind of rejected in some ways. Or if we went out to eat, the spotlight would be on me of what I could eat and what I couldn't eat, what I could eat. And sometimes people would start to ask me questions about what I was eating because, they were interested or they wanted to change their diet. And then when I would give them the answers, a lot of times they didn't want to hear it, or maybe they weren't ready to adopt those changes themselves. And I find people were shying away from me or not including me. So it felt like rejection, And so no one was giving me permission to be healthy, you know. So what I had to come to terms with, or what my coach helped me to come to terms with, was that I was the one who would give myself permission to be healthy. I didn't need the permission of others to be healthy. And those individuals, you know, they had good intentions. No one was trying to like intentionally shun me, but sometimes if you may change your lifestyle, and others may be in a situation where they need to change their way they're eating or whatever. Sometimes you shine in a light when you're eating and they're healthy and they're not. It can kind of shine a light on them, and they realize what they need to do, and they may not be ready at that time. When we're ready, we're ready. And so I was found it very challenging to be with people that I love, my friends, my family, and maintain my healthy lifestyle. And sometimes I would give in to that pressure because, like I said, everyone gave me permission to be unhealthy, but no one gave me permission to be healthy. So I had to give that to myself. And what my coach helped me to see was that I had a lack mindset. I had limiting beliefs about around lack and not there being enough. And even if some people did stop dealing with me, and if even if that's the case, there's more than enough love. There's no more than enough individuals and new people to meet and There's more than enough. Because when we look around at creation, the abundance that God has given to us in the forms of other people, the creation, there's more than enough. So I had this lack mindset. I was afraid of losing relationships if I didn't conform to their way of eating or their lifestyle. And so I learned that I did not need permission to be healthy, that I could give myself permission to be healthy. And sometimes we go on the internet and we look at diets, we look at lifestyles, and we say, oh, okay, I'm going to do this diet, I'm going to do this exercise. And we look on internet, we look on YouTube, we look on social media, and we say, oh, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be healthy. But just because we may change our diet and our lifestyle, and we lose the weight or our numbers go down, doesn't mean we're healthy. And that goes to my second thing I learned from my coach, that I didn't need permission to invest in myself, in my health, rather. I didn't need permission for that. I didn't need, at the time, I'm a caregiver. I was caregiving for everyone else. I was investing time, energy, and money into everyone else. But I wasn't investing anything into my own health and well-being. So she showed me again that I didn't need permission to do that it was okay, that I was worthy, that, I was important, and I should love myself, and I should invest in myself and my health, because I couldn't be at my optimal anyway as a caregiver if I didn't invest in myself. So I had to realize it's okay for me to invest in quality food, to invest in a gym membership, to invest in a coach, to invest in I had one time had invested in a therapist. And I had these limiting beliefs that my coach shined a light on. And I had to change my mindset on how I viewed my health, my relationships, my thoughts, my relationship with my God Jehovah. I had to look at all of that, and I had to recognize that I didn't need the permission to be healthy. And like I was saying, we'll go on the internet and we find these diets and these exercises. I don't need a coach. I can do this myself. And we go on and we attempt to do this. And sometimes we're successful. We lose the weight, but we haven't changed our mindset and our limiting beliefs. And what happens is we usually revert back to old behaviors. And you start moderating little by little. Next thing you know, you're kind of back where you started, because you haven't addressed those limiting beliefs or the mindset. Mine was a lack mindset. Yours could be something else. So a coach can be really invaluable in that sense. My coach really helped me in those areas that I would, like when I became plant-based, I just looked on the internet and I read books, and I was eating right. I started changing my diet and my numbers went away. Like I said, since 2008, I got rid of my chronic disease. It hasn't returned, but I still wasn't feeling well. I mentioned in another video, because I was not addressing the chronic stress that I was dealing with because of my lack mindset. Because of my lack mindset, I was investing in everyone else and I wasn't investing in myself. Increased my chronic stress, and I never felt really well, even though, my numbers was good, and I had got rid of those chronic diseases. So that chronic stress can kill you worse than the food. And I had a chronic stress. And so I still wasn't giving myself permission to be healthy. I wasn't giving myself permission to invest in myself. And so I had that chronic stress that was making me feel terrible. So my coach taught me those two things. And I'm a work in progress. We all are. And when I was like I said before, I I had my coach, even though I was eating whole food plant-based, I was moderating. I would eat a little of this vegan processed food, or I feel pressured and don't want to lose a relationship, or I want to be invited or whatever, or have that connection with that particular group or community. And then I would eat food that I would not eat if I had not been in that environment. And so, or around people who didn't want to give me permission, or who, not say they didn't want to, who would give me permission to be unhealthy but not healthy. And so it led to increased chronic stress. And that Truly Plant-Based, that's what we try to help out. We help our clients to eliminate chronic stress and maintain optimal health. Because you don't want to just go to the doctor and say, oh, my numbers are good. You want to lose the weight. You want to have that strength, that ability, capacity to enjoy, have a lifestyle that you can enjoy. So, I had to give myself permission to do that, and that's what my coach helped me to realize. So sometimes we think we could DIY it. Oh, I got this. I know how to do this. I can do this on my own. We don't want to shell out the money. We don't feel that we're worthy enough to shell out that money to get that help. But we are. You don't need permission to be healthy. And you don't need permission to invest in yourself. And so a coach can help you to shine a light on some of those things that you're not thinking is related to your health. Also, that lack mindset that I had kept me from getting to where I wanted to get to, and it affected my ability to really be disciplined and stay on this path. So when you change your mindset and you get rid of those limiting beliefs, because you want to establish a healthy lifestyle as long as you're here, so you can have a quality of life. So a coach can be invaluable and shine a light on some things that you don't realize that are connected to you being healthy or your health journey or your goals being successful. So at Truly Plant-Based, we again help our caregivers to eliminate chronic stress and maintain optimal health. Schedule a suitability call. You know me with that word, suitability call. And you have permission. Give yourself permission. Okay? You guys have an amazing day on purpose.